Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Welcome to Veterans Helping Veterans, a service of Veterans Council of Indian River County. And here's your host, Martin Zickert.
Well, hey, folks, this is such a wonderful Tuesday weather out there. I got up this morning, it was 72 degrees. I had to roll the windows up. I grew up in Wisconsin. This is so neat. 72 degrees and I'm chilly. What you'll notice is as it gets colder up north, the guys will come down here and they're wearing shorts because, by God, this is Florida. And you wear shorts in Florida. I don't care what temperature is. At the same temperature, all the ladies are dressed in their boots. They've got their hats, their shawls. I love this place. It's been a hoot. Well, most of you know we're winding down. The Veterans Council is winding down. It's been 3 years that I've worked here. I've worked with a group called Idea Garden. They have been spectacular in helping me and getting through this thing and helping us and helping the veterans in numerous ways. Now they are retiring. I hope they retire than I have. But we've got a new group coming in, and I wanted to introduce you to them. They are really cool. They're working with us on the air show, so I haven't really left them. Their name is Evergreen, and I'm going to start out with, let's start with Kim. You're over on this side. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
Hi, Marty. Thank you for having us. I'm Kim Kriske, formerly Partlow. Just got married a couple months ago and keep forgetting my new last name. I was born in Michigan, and I came here and met my two lovely partners working in radio at Treasure and Space Coast Radio back, I started in 2011, and now we formed Evergreen Media at the beginning of 2021, so it's a big transition.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're on your own. You're making your own payroll. Yeah, no one's giving you a W-2. You're all out there on a 1099. And one of your partners, Julie Lilliquist. Julie and I have been friends for a long time. They're part of the Jeep Club. And she's got a son that I just think the world of. And Julie, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Marty. So I met Kim over at the radio group. I worked there for 13 years. And after 13 years, change was needed and an opportunity came up. And we came over here to collaborate with Idea Garden. And 2 Fridays ago, we actually purchased them because they just wanted to go and retire and have a fun life. Actually, they're not gone. They're still around. They're helping us. We're not on our own, but it's been interesting, and we absolutely love it.
It's always fun when you start out. I worked 30 years in the Air Force, and so I worked for somebody, and then when I retired, I went to work for a school system 1 year. That was the worst year of my life. Taught 8th grade science, inner city Houston. Never will do that again. And then I was independent for a while. Then I worked for Edward Jones for a couple of years, and then went independent, and I've been independent ever since. When my wife passed away 6 years ago, and I quit work, and now all I do is volunteer stuff. And I've been working with the Veterans Council. I've been on this radio show 3 years. You don't realize that until you sit down and put numbers to it. And you go 3 years, that's 52 weeks time, and you're going every week you're doing this. That's 150 people. And you're going, wow. And it's been a lot of fun. I enjoy talking, as most of you know.
No kidding.
No, I remember one time the Exchange Club was having their regional event, and they said, we'd like you to be a guest speaker. Can you speak 45 minutes? I said, pick a topic. But this has been a lot of fun, and I know, how did you three get together?
Well, it was a really interesting, fun evening. We were actually at a goodbye party for one of our coworkers who was moving on, and we sat at the same table, Julie, Arita, and I, and we said, we can only do so much for our clients right now, just radio. That's it. And it was difficult because we were going out, and we weren't doing our clients justice by just putting them on radio. They needed something to complement it. I mean, digital is huge right now.
Yep.
And we just all started chatting, and we all agreed, let's do something better for our clients. And, you know, we've kept a lot of our clients around and are trying new ways to work their advertising. So that's kind of how it happened, just over a goodbye party.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that neat?
Right. And so our girlfriend moved to Savannah, Georgia, and the three of us were just looking at different possibilities. We ended up over here. And like I said, we purchased Idea Garden. With Idea Garden came Planet Vero, and which is another one of our tools, because we are looking for all this new technology to help our clients with. And so now we have live stream, and we have podcast, and of course we still have radio. So the audio from all these podcasts and live streams run on 3 radio stations here in the market: 101.7, 107.9, and 1370 AM. And we just love it. You know, between the graphic design and video production and all the other capabilities that we have here, it's a lot of fun, and we're helping clients in a big, huge way.
Yeah, well, that was what's so neat about when I recommended that the air show start working with you guys, because one of the reasons that I'm stopping this after 3 years is, A, I'm tired, but the real problem with radio is you don't know how many of your people you capture. There's no way of tracking it. Said, hey, 1,000 people listened in here. For all I know, it's one. Yeah, and
hello, one person.
So that's one of the problems you run into, is how do you reach your audience? And there's so many more things. You know, you look at just things I've heard about. I'm not proficient at, but there's things, Instagram, podcasting. You know, we're talking about doing that, and you've done podcasting with us here, so we can go back and look at it. And I try to get different people on here of different interest levels. And it's been, as far as I can tell, it's been very successful, because I get people that complain when something happens. So that's how you find out who your audience is.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe he said that. I went through that a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of the Rush Limbaugh thing, you know. You kind of go, wow, I hope this works out. But it's been a lot of fun, and I know that you guys are going to do some good work with the blues, because I'm working with the blues. And there's a lot of things that can be done that people can tune into at 2 a.m. You know, when they wake up. I have friends that they toss and turn all night, and I thought, not me. So the idea behind it is to be able to have sources of communication that people can reach out and touch anytime, day and night, instead of having to wait till 1 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon to hear a live show and to see it. That's been the kind of a neat thing, is you can see the show, and so you can kind of judge, how good did I do? Was I okay? You know, type of thing. So the idea of mass communications and mass marketing has changed so drastically that, you know, there's things out there. I I don't even know how to do. I mean, I hear things like Snapchat. TikTok is the big thing now. And I'm kind of going, I wonder if I should push that button.
Well, and that's exactly why we're here. We believe in radio. We had very successful careers with it, but being able to add these new additions, like you said, you can watch at 1 a.m. Now we do over-the-top television where we're running commercials during Hulu. Julie's become a graphic designer, and we are doing some fantastic Facebook placement. It's so exciting to be able to get into these new things like, TikTok and Snapchat. You don't know how to do it, leave it to us. Yeah. We do that. So, it's really, we've become quite a nice source for people who have no clue how technology works, or business people that have no time on their hands. We found ourselves to be really good resources.
Yeah.
Right. So we are involved in 2 events. Well, more than 2, but 2 that I can think of right now that we wanted to talk about. One of them is Wine, Women, and Shoes. It's coming on November 18th. You're talking about TikTok, and we were thinking about, maybe getting the Soul Man involved in some kind of a TikTok video. So we have been talking about that. And, we're so excited about the Vero Beach Air Show. Probably because it's been a while since it actually happened here in Vero. Yep. And when I was with the radio station, that was like one of the accounts that I worked with. And so I am like thrilled to be able to do it here with Evergreen Media. And some of the things that we have planned for them, yes, we have social media planned for them. We have YouTube planned for them. We have over-the-top television, OTT, planned for them. And it's going to be new, fresh ways of reaching people, not just here in Vero Beach, but in St. Lucie County and Martin County, Brevard County, and even all the way to Orlando, and bring them here, because the Vero Beach Air Show is the top air show on this coast of Florida. Yeah,
it really is. We're going to take a short break here, and I'm going to bring in the 3rd member of the party, and we'll talk some more about who they are, and I want to talk more about the air show.
Yes.
You can trust Sandpiper Pest Control, serving Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard. Certified by the state of Florida to treat homes, lawns, and termites. Fully licensed and insured. Priced right, effective, and friendly.
Hi, this is Joel, the owner of Sandpiper Pest Control. Sandpiper can solve your pest issues. No contracts to sign, just results.
Call for a free estimate, 772-589-0204. Sandpiper Pest Control, a member of the ITEX trading community. Your ITEX dollars are welcome.
ITEX, or International Trade Exchange, is the largest barter company in the world, with over 25,000 members offering goods and services. We're a marketing company that brings you new business in the way of trade, with over 200 local members enjoying the benefits of ITEX, like lawyers, doctors, plumbers, media, printing, and more.
Hi, this is Liz Bowler. Contact me and find out why barter through ITEX has been smarter for over 30 years. 772-532-1881. Visit itex.com.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
Riverside Theater presents Live in the Loop and the Comedy Zone. Live in the Loop Outdoor Grill and Bar offers outdoor dining with live music plus indoor dining with comedy in the Wax Lax this weekend. Strict CDC and state guidelines will be followed, including reduced public capacity and face mask use. Cleanliness and hygiene safety have been reinforced. Enjoy a thrilling evening with live music, uproarious adult stand-up comedy, and dining at Riverside Theater. For details and to obtain tickets, visit riversidetheater.com.
Okay, we're back again, and we have the 3rd member of the Evergreen group. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Yes.
You better say your name.
I better say my name. Arita Koehn, although it might not look like it. But yes, I am the third person rounding this trio out.
Yep. Your last name is the same as the lady who has run the Victory Center military store, Sandy Koehn.
That is my mother-in-law.
Yeah, and without her, quite frankly, and you can tell her, without her, we wouldn't be where we are. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary. I thought it was going to last a year. November, next month, it's 10 years. And it's all because of Sandy, who runs it like a dictator.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, she's very involved.
She makes it very simple. I have a habit of going up there and borrowing things. And she notices immediately, and I'm the first one she calls, what have you done with whatever? So we're glad to have you, and how did you get involved?
Well, as the girls said, I was also at Treasure and Space Coast Radio. I had been there for 3 years, and at this function, at this little going away gathering, we all had the same conversation. You know, we want to do more for our clients, and what else is there out there? What opportunities do we have? And sometimes the universe answers questions for you.
Very nice.
Well, it's kind of unique that all three of you would get together with the same mentality, because a lot of times in businesses there's I don't want to say jealousy, but it's I want to be number one, and that's the way I am. I'm competitive, and I want to be number one. So for all three of you to get together with the same mentality, what's really neat is that each of you offers something unique, and that's what the Veterans Council, I was on 13 years, and that was my goal, was always to get somebody on the board that had something to offer other than a pretty face. So that's what's really neat about what you all are doing. Mm-hmm. And
well,
so
the three of us are very competitive, and we were very competitive, I would say, over at our previous employment. The difference now is we are very competitive, and we are all striving to be number one together.
Yeah. Well, that's what's neat, when you can blend all of this stuff together and says, hey, and it's throwing out ideas and not going, poof, that's a dumb idea type of thing. And we all come up with, well, hey, I've been there. When I was the chairman of the board for the Veterans Council, one of my things I used to like to do is kind of throw it out, and people would say, you just sit back, lob out a hand grenade, and then sit back and watch to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun, is to be able to have that interaction with one another and say, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And I do have a question on the television. What is OTT?
OTT.
What is it?
Down with OTT.
Julie's favorite.
I absolutely love it. We just pitched it to a client right before this show. OTT is over-the-top television, and it's how you target the people that don't want to have anything to do with cable anymore. They're watching Hulu, they're watching Paramount, they're watching Pluto, and all of those shows that they're watching at their own time, so anytime, anywhere, those come with non-skippable ads. And so we really think that is like the best thing next to maybe Diet Coke. So you can get very focused on who you're targeting and go after them. It's pretty amazing. I mean, and usually when one person is sitting there binging on a show, they're not doing it by themselves. So you're capturing not just that one person, but the second one next to them. Yeah. And if it's a family, now you have 4 people there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a world full of binge watching, you can touch them so many times.
Yeah, that's what's really neat. I know in the sales world, our thing was you had to touch them 7 times before they would do anything. And, nothing has changed just because it's television or radio or whatever. You still got to touch them to be able to get to them.
Right. And it's a numbers game. I mean, it's how many people can you reach? And out of all of those people that you have reached through different types of media, then if you get 5% of that huge amount, that's a successful campaign.
Yeah. And you're able to track it, I assume.
Absolutely.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. All of this, that's the wonderful thing about the digital world is that everything is trackable.
Yeah.
And you find out how many people you reached, how many of those people, if it's a video, how many watched the entire video, how many visited your website.
Yeah.
How many went to your social media page? I mean, it's so amazing what you can find out.
And that's been the problem with us with the radio show is we don't know how many are really reaching because I don't think there's that many on 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon that are sitting there watching the Veterans Council Facebook page. But it's available anytime because we do you all do the podcast for us. So that's the type of thing that I was looking for, and I think that's going to work out really well with the air show.
I think so. I'm really excited. I think that these are newer ways to help promote the air show that weren't used before, and it all comes with a new technology. Yeah,
that's what's neat. Before, the best thing we could do is I would. There was a couple of guys that did a sports show on the radio, and I was able to hook a couple of the blues pilots in with them. Now we have the capability to be able to do that, which I think is really a neat thing to be able to do. The blues will come in here on the 27th, the single ship. We've got the winter visit coming up. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be in the next couple months. It's usually between Thanksgiving and the 15th of December. So I will try to get them in to, if I can't get them into the place here, to do I assume you could tape an interview with them and all that sort of magic stuff. Mm-hmm. So we will work on it. We're, you guys are the ones that are taking care of that sort of stuff for us. And as I said, that's why you get the big bucks.
We take referrals. Yes.
Well, I've known you guys, and I've known Julie for a long time, and your son is out of the Marines.
Yes. So my son Derek graduated of Vero Beach High School. Went straight into the Marine Corps, did his 4 years. He went to Afghanistan, he went to Kuwait. He came back and he went through school at Florida Atlantic University, graduated last May. He is now an independent life insurance agent. Call him, hire him.
Yeah, I know he played football at FAU, and one of the... if all the young men that come back out of the military are like Derek is, we're pretty good shape as a country. We've got a little over a minute left. I'll go around the room. Any last words of skill? Kim?
Thank you again for having us, Marty. Again, we're Evergreen Media. You can check us out at egreenmedia.com. Full service advertising agency and now production house. So we're very excited and always looking to collaborate with new businesses.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'll plug for us. PlanetVero.com, our podcast, our live stream is up on the website. So any of these shows, we've got about 20 running at any given time. You can find on the radio or the website. And like I said, you can replay all of the podcasts and live streams.
Cool. Julie?
All right. And I will just add that we do a lot of nonprofit plugins. We do help with Clear Connections, and we're willing to help, especially veterans.
Great. Thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you, Marty.
Thanks, Marty.
See ya.